Hi guys! Today we're doing an art project in celebration of St. Patrick's Day. It is a cubism piece, kind of looks like little cubes or squares or different shapes, and it's a shamrock, so it's called a cubist clover in celebration of St. Patrick's Day. And there's two ways to do this, but I want you to notice these heart-shaped leaves. And one thing you can do to do these heart-shaped leaves is you can kind of just do an X in the middle of your paper, and then these are the bottom of the heart, and out here you draw the tops of the hearts. See that? Or if you have scissors and an extra piece of paper, you can do it a different way, and I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. You can take a piece of paper, fold it in half, and draw a heart on the fold, or a half a heart, I mean. So it's kind of like a candy cane shape, or like an upside down J or something like that, okay? And when you do that and you cut it, then when you open it, you have a heart shape, right? So if you have scissors and an extra piece of paper, you could do this instead and make yourself a little heart template that you can use to outline all the way around with the point in the middle. So I'm going to show you how I could use this heart to do that. So I'm going to start with one, do the best I can to kind of outline it towards the middle. Oopsie, it's okay if you go on your draw on top of your stencil because it's just a stencil. So you go all the way around. Keep rotating the heart to be the point in the center. One more. And this doesn't match up quite exactly. That's all right. You can still kind of do it the best we can. Sometimes leaves would be underneath another leaf, right? So that's fine. And then you can give it a little stem at the bottom, okay? So there is the general shape. Either way, something like that, 4 hearts meeting in the middle. 2 ways to do it. Now the next part is to divide up the paper further with some straight lines. So for this, you either need a ruler or some kind of a notebook or a straight edge or something like that, okay? And I want you to draw 6 or 7 lines that go across the whole paper. So for example, here's one line. Maybe you turn it 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines, 6 lines, and I think I'm good with that. So now I've divided my drawing into a bunch of different sections for my stained glass looking effect for cubism. Now if you don't have a ruler at home, you can find like a notebook or a straight edge or something like that, or another piece of paper even, and just use that to do your lines. So 6 or 7 big long lines across your paper in different areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there we go. So now we've got, you should have a 4-leaf clover or shamrock that is divided up into different areas that you're going to color. The next thing I want you to do is find as many greens as you can. Green colored pencils, green markers, just a variety of greens. Green pencils if you've got them, or green crayons. Whatever you've got that's green, a couple different ones, because we're going to color all of the pieces that are within Clover green, but different kinds of green. So it looks like Cubism or a shamrock, or sorry, of course it's a shamrock. Cubism or like a stained glass window. Okay, and then on the outside, you're not going to use green, so you could use purples, blues, pinks, yellows, whatever colors you want. But on the outside, don't use green. Otherwise, this will blend in so much to the background you won't be able to tell what it is. It's kind of like a color by number in a way. It reminds me of that. So you can use, like I said, markers, crayons, colored pencils. If you only have one green option, say you've got one green colored pencil, you can do some of the areas darker green by pressing harder, and some of the areas lighter green by pressing lighter. Like for example, this and this are the same color, but this one's super light, this one's dark because I pressed a lot harder. So you can do that too. Or you can even do it like we did with Zentangles. And remember Zentangles, we did different designs in each one. That could be another cool option for a way to do this. So I'm going to start by coloring, by sharpening my pencils. Whenever I sharpen this one, it doesn't do a very good job, unfortunately. So one rule for coloring, other than only use green, is try not to have the same color or shade touching the same color except for maybe at corners. That's okay if they're opposite, diagonal, but don't have like two boxes next to each other the same color, because then it just doesn't look quite as good. So I could do that, and then maybe I'll take my colored pencil. Oops. This one did not sharpen very well, as I said. It's going to be one of those pencils, I guess. Sometimes when I'm coloring, I like to help give myself a little boundary by coloring the outside of where I'm going to color. So I know, don't go past this line. Sometimes that helps me stay in the lines a little bit better. I love St. Patrick's Day, so I am super excited about St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. I hear it's supposed to snow maybe though, so we'll see. Can't be worse than what they got in Colorado, right? They got a lot of snow. I have a friend who lives in Red River, and she apparently got 5 to 8 feet, depending what side of the yard she measured, like in the drifts and stuff. And they had to get up on their roof and shovel their roof so that the weight of the snow on the top of the roof wouldn't cave in to their house. I know a lot of people who live in the mountains of Colorado have to do that occasionally, so that's kind of scary. To have so much snow that you're worried about your roof caving in. We don't usually get that much snow around here. Sometimes we get a good amount, but not enough to do that. Although in New Mexico, you know, we have those adobe style houses that have kind of a flat roof, and it makes me wonder if they have to shovel those. Okay, I almost colored this green, but that would have been a mistake, right? We gotta stay within our designated area. Or I'm actually going to use this green right here, because I can't put it right next to that one. There we go. Oh, is that the right color? I'm getting confused about what color is what here. There we go. This right here is starting to remind me of like those, I forget what the pattern's called, but those, maybe it's, is it Harlequin pattern where it has like on socks and like ties and stuff? That's what it reminds me of a little bit. So see, depending on how heavy you color, like this color is the same as this color, but I'm choosing to draw either harder or lighter to make them look different. I think I want this to be this color, but my pencil keeps needing to be sharpened somewhere. If you have paints, this would be a cool project to do on like a canvas. But if you just have the watercolor set from school, it might be kind of tough because we only have one green, I think, in your set that you have from school, but you had all different kinds of greens, or if you could mix paint, like acrylic paint, with different like green with white, or green with black, or green with blue, you could get all kinds of cool colors. Let's see here. Yes, you can do that in dark. What do I want to do here? I'm going to use the marker. Because the marker doesn't hurt my hands as much, and this is a big space to color. But I have to put something here. Maybe do like this darker version of green where you press hard, so it's different than the one right next to it. It might be fun to do oil pastels and watercolors and markers and crayons and stuff all on one. Oops. There we go. Do this light green one here. I've had that song stuck in my head all day from Mario. I don't know why. Hey, yeah, this color. I'm almost done with all my greens. And when you're done with your leaves, don't forget about the stem on the bottom. You want that to be green, or different colors of green too. I should be playing Irish music in the background because tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day and I love Celtic music so much. I'm going to do a lighter, like this. Oops. It's like I messed up right there. See that? To erase. And then one last piece. And I gotta double check and make sure. Looks like I got the whole shamrock. The whole shenanigans. So now I gotta decide what I want to do for the background, and I want to use different colors, like that make that green really stand out. I did this one, but I think the pink and the yellow are too far apart. So I think if I would do it again, I would stick with the same color scheme, like just do pinks in the background, or cool colors like purples and blues. because I like the way that looks better. So I think I'm going to do some blues. Let's see what I've got for blue. This pretty light blue and then like a turquoisey color. Ooh, but the turquoise is too close to my green. I should use that for the green. One of my green colors. Ooh. I'm going to use this oil pastel. That'll be different, a different texture. Make it stand out as being different texture. You know what else would be kind of fun? Which is messy, and I don't have any right now, so I can't really say this, but it would be fun to do like glitter on some of them. Not all of them, but just some of them. Be a fun artistic choice to make it a little different. See, I'm just going to stick with blues this time. I want a marker too. I'm going to get a blue marker. Test them out. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh yeah, that's like Dodger blue. That's a good one. And that's a really big area too. So I'm just finishing up the last bit of this shamrock background with different colors of blues that I'm trying to get done to make it look like a stained glass window effect. And I'll do my last one here. Oops. All right, and there we go. So there we have a Cubism themed shamrock. You can use whatever colors you want for the background as long as they're not green. And then just a variety of different kinds of greens on the inside. It looks pretty sweet. I hope you enjoy. And you can hang it up for a decoration or give it to somebody for St. Patrick's Day to say Happy St. Patrick's Day. And when you're done, please upload it to Artsonia. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.